Hello everyone, it's Spurs Radio 96 here, and welcome to the 9th episode of the FIFA 19 Valencia Career Mode. We begin today's episode with La Liga Santander action here at the Estadio Mestalla, and a tough test awaits for Valencia as we'll be playing struggling, but very strong team, no doubt, Sevilla. If you haven't checked out the last episode, I advise you do so, which had a brilliant episode in 3 different competitions. We beat Juventus to qualify for the knockout stages of the UEFA Champions League. We then beat Real Madrid away at the Santiago Bernabeu in La Liga to register our first win in 2 games, and then we beat Sevilla away in the second leg of the Copa de España round 32 stage. The aggregate score there was 3-0. For this game, if you saw previously, Valencia still have the best defence in the league, conceding just 8 goals still yet to get into double figures. And there's the lineup for Valencia. The first 11 comes into this match. They've played an awful lot of games, but they still have the desire and the determination to get the points. And we'll be looking for our first home win. The last time we had a home game in La Liga, we lost 3-1 to Deportivo La Coruña, so hopefully we can get back to winning ways. But it's going to be a tough test against Sevilla. They're in the formation of 3-1-4-2 by Pablo Machin, and they've got some familiar faces. Rogue Mesa, the number 7, used to play for Swansea City in the Premier League. On the right, Jesus Navas used to play for Manchester City. Quincy Promes is on the left, that came from Spartak Moscow. And up front, Ben Yedder and Luis Muriel. On to the 8th, 9th minute. Sevilla have had a strong start. Valencia yet to get up to full speed. Ben Yedder passes back to Quincy Promes. What a pass is to Luis Muriel. In towards Luis Alberto. And Sevilla hit the front. Sevilla lead at the Estadio Mestalla, and the majority of the Mestalla is stunned into silence. And for the second home match in La Liga Santander, Valencia will not be getting a clean sheet today. What a pass this is from Quincy Promes. Took out 3 to 4 players out of the play, and Ben Yedder passed it to Luis Alberto, who found a gap between our defence and did a great finish. And Sevilla's manager, who's had a tough season with Sevilla, struggling towards the back end of the top 10 with one of the worst defences in the league, at last a bright spark for him and Sevilla. Luis Alberto's second goal of the league. It's Sevilla, Valencia 0, Sevilla 1, but Valencia have since woken up since then. A few minutes later, Kondogbia, Paco Alcacer, and leaves a great through ball to Rodrigo, who's in space. Valencia equalise almost straight away. Rodrigo has scored once again for Valencia, and immediately Valencia are level. And the fans go crazy. Let's take a look at the replay. Brilliant through ball from Paco Alcacer, and Rodrigo is found once again in a big gap between the 2 defenders of an opposition team, and Rodrigo finished it beautifully. That past the keeper into the bottom left or right corner of the net, depending how you see it. But Rodrigo, his 4th La Liga goal of the season, and Valencia level straight away. Valencia 1, Sevilla 1. On to the 19th minute. Sevilla struggling to cope with Valencia. Valencia aren't giving them any time or space at all on the ball. Gomez, Sola, now towards Potato. Potato scores. The captain has put Valencia in the lead for the first time in this match. What an incredible turnaround for Valencia. 10 in-game minutes ago, they were 1-0 down. Now they're leading Sevilla by 2-1, and Sevilla's goalkeeper is stunned. What a pass from Sola to find Potato. I thought maybe that strike might have drifted wide. I thought maybe he might have made contact with a defender who was trying to get in the way. But Danny Pereiro, what a finish. A thunderbolt from the captain. And I'm very happy. And so are the fans and the substitutes and all my staff. And Danny Pereiro scored 2 goals against Barcelona. He's now scored his 3rd goal of the season and a Mestalla against Sevilla. He likes scoring at home, does our captain. And Sevilla's coach is now very disappointed. It's now Valencia 2, Sevilla 1. 27th minute, Kondogbia is on the ball. Dispossessed by Gomez, but Kondogbia's got the ball back. He's having a brilliant game. Paco Alcacer, his ball was dispossessed. Solo crosses in towards Rodrigo. It's free for Valencia. They're running riot against Sevilla. No wonder Sevilla have one of the worst defences in the league. They've conceded 3 goals in the first half hour. And would you believe it? Valencia are now 3-1 up. Stunned faces around the Mestalla. I was stunned when I was playing it. What a beautiful cross from Chris Sola, and Rodrigo heads it in. What a header that was. Keeper saw it late. He did take a touch. The keeper touched the ball slightly, but couldn't keep it out. And now Sevilla, from being 1-0 down, are now 3-1 up. And it's only the second or third time this season that Valencia scored 3 goals in the first half. Valencia 3, Sevilla 1. Unbelievable turnaround. And there goes the half-time whistle. Well, Sevilla got off to a perfect start, scoring with Luis Alberto, but once they scored, Valencia woke up and hit top gear, and they never looked back. 2 goals from Rodrigo, and a goal from the captain, Dani Pereira, means Valencia are definitely in command of this match. It's Valencia 3, Sevilla 1 at the Estadio Mestalla. On to the second half highlights. The 49th minute, just a few minutes after starting the second half. Valencia on the attack. Alcazar's got the ball and takes a strike. Good save from Vilik. Gomez crosses it in, and Gomez couldn't quite hold on there. 63rd minute. And Sevilla on the march with a great pass from Jesus Navas to find Luis Muriel. Good save from Nita. And Valencia have the ball, and what a beautiful counter-attack this is. Alcazar towards Rodrigo, and Rodrigo's muscled his way through, and Alcazar's in the box. Rodrigo, Alcazar. 4-1 Valencia. 3 points wrapped up, and Paco Alcazar dabs in celebration. Valencia are storming to their first home win since they lost 3-1, rather embarrassingly, to Deportivo La Coruña. Sevilla have been torn apart. Valencia have been on another level since Sevilla has scored all the way back in the first few minutes of the first half. Paco Alcazar scores again. 7th goal in La Liga. It's now, incredibly, Valencia 4, Sevilla 1, and the first time Valencia have scored 4 goals in a La Liga match. And Sevilla not giving up here. Messi. Oh, Mesa. And there was a pass. I don't know who it was to. Maybe Luis Alberto. Nita made a pretty good save there. Saw it rather late. And a good save. I think that was from Luis Muriel, actually, the strike. But there goes the full-time whistle. A huge cheer from Valencia. Talk about a comeback. Sevilla went 1-0 up in like the 10th, 11th minute for Luis Alberto, but Valencia went on to another level and outplayed and outclassed Sevilla. 2 goals from Rodrigo, a goal from Paulo Alcazar, and a goal from the captain Dani Pereira means Valencia have absolutely trashed Sevilla here at the Estadio Mestalla for our first home win since that horrible defeat against Deportivo La Coruña. Full time, Valencia 4, Sevilla 1. The first time in La Liga we scored 4 goals as well. Well done. But on to the second game of the episode, where we're still at the Mestalla, where it's just beginning to rain, and we will be hosting Manchester United here in the final Group H UEFA Champions League game. Pretty much a nothing game really. Manchester United have no chance of qualifying for the knockout stages. Valencia and Juventus comfortably comfortably ahead of Man United, young boys, so no threat of them losing their qualification to the Champions League. But if Juventus lose to young boys and we win against Man United, there is a possibility we could top the group, so there is some need here for Valencia. Take a look at the lineups for the final Champions League group game of the season 1 of the Valencia career mode. Valencia will play the same lineup that thrashed Sevilla 4-1, and of course this is the same lineup that beat Manchester United in the reverse fixture at Old Trafford, with Rodrigo and Gonzalo Guedes scoring the goals. And maybe tipping down with rain here in Valencia, but no doubt the fans will be putting on a fantastic atmosphere, and have definitely smiles on their faces after the result against Sevilla, and also, of course, not needing to worry about anything, like around the grounds or anything, about in terms of qualifying for the knockout stages, because we've already qualified. For Manchester United, it's the same lineup, I believe, as when we visited them in the reverse fixture. Martial, Rashford is on the bench. Falcao, Mata and Sanchez up top. Then we've got Pogba, Fred and Matic. Of course, Manchester United, yesterday, Jose Mourinho was sacked, and today that Gunnar Solskjaer is their caretaker manager till the end of the season. On to the 27th minute, not much happening, but here's Valencia with Paco Alcacer. Good save from David De Gea. 43rd minute, Pereira's got the ball. Valencia could go on the attack here. Great through ball towards Paco Alcacer, and here comes Gonzalo Guedes. Good save from David De Gea. Well, Valencia have had 2 chances, and David De Gea has dealt with them. Guedes good strike, had to strike it pretty early as 2 defenders were coming at him. But there goes the half-time whistle. Of course, this is the last group game in which Nito can get his first Champions League clean sheet of the season. And it's not been a very entertaining first half, so to speak. Both teams cancelling each other out. Those 2 chances that Valencia had were the only chances Valencia had. And both defences really good, but not much in terms of entertainment. Half time at the Mestalla, it's Valencia 0, Manchester United 0. And around the grounds, young boys are drawing Juventus, so if that stays like that and we somehow get a lead and hopefully hang on to a victory against Man United, we will top the group. Real Madrid leads CSK Moscow 1-0. Ajax are holding Bayern Munich to a 0-0 draw as well. On to the 81st minute. It's not much happened until this point. Andre Gomez, Chris Sola, Valencia doing really good play. Alcacer hits the post. The closest Valencia came to getting a goal. And there goes the full-time whistle. The Valencia fans pretty happy that they've at least got through the group stage with their first clean sheet of the Champions League. Man United didn't possess anything really attacking wise, and imagine if this was real life when Jose Mourinho was in charge. That Manchester United are heading out of the Champions League into the Europa League. But not much really. It was a pretty boring game really, but the chances we had, particularly Paco Alcacer hitting the post there, maybe we could have crept with a 1-0 win, but it's finished at the Mestalla. Valencia 0, Manchester United 0, and around the grounds, you could see for yourself. Juventus sadly did win against Young Boys, so Valencia would have topped the group even if we won. So Juventus are first with Valencia in second place. Let's go on to the third and final game of the episode. We will be returning to SD Eibar for the second episode running. Not for Copa de España action, you may ask, but it's for La Liga Santander action. We swept aside SD Eibar in the Copa de España. The first leg at the Mestalla was fairly close, but the second leg was pretty entertaining. Valencia having a bucket load of chances. We scored 2 goals, but really we should have scored more. But we progressed to the round of 16 Nevertheless, you saw by the table, Valencia are top. I can't remember how many points. I think it's 35 points, I think. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, Valencia having a great first half of this season. And 34 points, sorry. 34 points we have, I think. No, 33 points. 33 points. Excuse me. Terribly sorry, my brain's not 100% working today. But for SD Eibar, they're going in an attacking 4-4-2, attempting to get revenge, especially after what Valencia did to them in the Copa de España. And for Valencia, it will be the same lineup that played against SD Eibar in the Copa de España, with the reserve team coming into play. Honor that day had a fantastic day, making some really good saves to preserve his second Copa de España clean sheet. And of course, Michy Batshuayi scored his first goal for Valencia here. Can he score his first La Liga goal for Valencia? Let's go on to the first half highlights. The 18th minute, Valencia off to a brilliant start. What a pass from Michy Batshuayi. It was Mina. Valencia strike first against SD Eibar once again. Mina scores. And Valencia take the lead at SD Eibar, coming up to 20 minutes. And the away fans are happy with that. What a pass from Michy Batshuayi. He may be struggling to score goals, but he's certainly great when it comes to providing assists for Mina and other players. What a pass to Mina from Michy Batshuayi. And what a finish as well from Mina. Keeper couldn't quite get close to the ball. Couldn't quite reach out to the ball there. And I'm very happy with that. And Valencia steam into the lead. And if we do end up winning against SD Eibar, it will be our third La Liga win on the spin. It's SD Eibar 0, Valencia 1. Throw in for Valencia on the 34th minute. And here's Coquelin. 2-0 to Valencia on the 35th minute. Francis Coquelin has scored again in La Liga. And Valencia extend the lead at SD Eibar. What a strike from Coquelin. He scored a goal similar to that in a La Liga match, I think, or maybe a Copa de España match. Can't quite remember, but brilliant strike out the box. Keeper no chance of that one either. And Valencia in total control here at SD Eibar. Francis Coquelin, it is his second goal of the season. The captain has scored just as well as Pereiro. It's now 2-0 to Valencia. 43rd minute, Batshuayi. He's got a chance here to score in La Liga. And he has. It's 3 to Valencia in the first half. And SD Eibar have been torn apart in the first half. And Michy Batshuayi at last has scored his first La Liga goal of the season. It was a brilliant pass from Mina to Michy Batshuayi. Almost in a different level there in terms of working together to try and get a goal. The defence almost stood like statues when Michy Batshuayi got the ball. And now that's made me ecstatic. It did make me ecstatic when I was playing in real game, real life, but there we go. Michy Batshuayi scores his first goal of the season, and that is fantastic. And the half-time whistle was gone. The crowd stunned into silence at Eibar. Why wouldn't they be? After a storming first-half performance from Valencia, a goal from Mina, then a goal from the captain, Francis Coquelin, and then finally his first La Liga goal of the season from Michy Batshuayi means Valencia are in total control here. It's SD Eibar 0, Valencia 3. And let's take a look at the scores around the grounds in La Liga. And Getafe are holding Real Sociedad to a 1-1 draw. In the second half, the 59th, coming up to the 59th minute, SD Eibar on the attack. It was Mkijk. What a save from Honor. He somehow kept that out. Hit the underside of the crossbar. But there goes a full-time whistle. And not much in the second half, really. SD Eibar were more organised at the back and prevented us from making the result even more embarrassing for SD Eibar. But Valencia take their third La Liga win in a row. Michy Batshuayi scored his first goal of the season. And he was brilliant on the day, so was Mina. Our strikers in this career mode working together really, really well, be it Alcacer, Rodrigo, or Mina, or Grimero, or Batshuayi, going really, really well. But in full time in that game, it was SD Eibar 0, Valencia 3, and around the grounds, Getafe won 2-1 against Real Sociedad. Let's take a look at the La Liga Santander table. Valencia are top, still at the top, I should say. They are first with 36 points, 11 wins, 3 draws, 2 defeats, 28 goals scored. Not quite the best attacking team in the league, but we've still conceded 9 goals. We still have the best defence in the league, and we also have 3 points cushion over Barcelona and a game in hand. Barcelona, speaking of them, are second with 33 points, 9 wins, 6 draws, 2 defeats, 27 goals scored, 16 goals conceded. Atletico Madrid have fallen to third with 32 points, 9 wins, 5 draws, 2 defeats, but they have a game in hand over Barcelona, so it's more of a chance that they can jump up to second place. Real Madrid are still struggling, aren't they? They're still stuck in fourth with 29 points, 9 wins, 2 draws, 5 defeats, 22 goals scored, 13 conceded. They have the second best defence record in the league. Las Palmas is fifth with 28 points, I think, 8 wins, 4 draws, 5 defeats. Getafe, a good sixth for them. They've got 27 points, 8 wins, 3 draws, 5 defeats. Espanyol are 7th with 26 points. 8th is Real Betis, I think, with 24 points or something like that. 9th is Athletic Bilbao with 23 points. Deportivo Alaves completes the top 10 with 22 points above goal difference. So, on goal difference, they're in the top 10. Because Girona is 11th with 22 points, also the same points as Alaves. Sevilla really struggling. They're now 12th with 20 points, 28 goals conceded. That is awful for Sevilla. Real Sociedad is 13th with also 20 points. SD Eibar is 14th with 19 points. Celta Vigo is 15th with 17 points, above Villarreal on goal difference, who are 16th with 17 points. In 17th we have Leganes, who are also on 17 points, so really tight there at the bottom of the table. Celta Vigo are back into the drop zone. Deportivo La Coruña, with 16 points, 3 wins, 7 draws, 6 defeats, 23 goals conceded. Levante is 19th with 10 points. Malaga is still at last with just 1 win, 2 draws, 13 defeats, 10 goals scored, but now 30 goals conceded, and they have 5 points. I believe that Malaga have their first win of the season after beating Real Madrid, I think. 1-0 you saw briefly there. Onto the Champions League group stage, the completion of it. Group A, AS Monaco qualify with 14 points. Second is the reigning Europa League champions, Spanish side Atletico Madrid. Borussia Dortmund out of the Champions League and will go into the Europa League. Club Brugge, the champions of Belgium, go out of European competition altogether. Onto Group B, and Barcelona top the group, no surprise, with 11 points in the end, no. Tottenham Hotspur finished in second place with 10 points, just a point behind Barcelona. Inter Milan out of the Champions League, they go into the Europa League. PSV and Leiden, the Dutch champions, are out of European competition altogether. Onto Group, Group A? No, Group C. And Liverpool top the group quite comfortably, actually, with 16 points, last season's runners-up, of course. Napoli is second, with 10 points. Paris Saint-Germain out of the Champions League. What a disaster for them. They go into the Europa League. And Grasshopper Club, I think they're an Austrian team. I don't know. But they go out of the European competition altogether. And on to Group D, Schalke of Germany, another interesting group this, Group D. Schalke of Germany top the group, just about, with 9 points on goal difference. Lokomotiv Moscow, the Russian champions, squeak in to second place and qualify for the knockout stages. FC Porto, the Portuguese champions, go out, and so do the Turkish champions, Galatasaray. Group E, Bayern Munich, the German champions, top the group comfortably with 16 points. Benfica of Portugal squeak into second place with 7 points there, a point ahead of Ajax, who are dumped into the Europa League. AEK Athens of Greece out of European competition. On to Group F, Manchester City, the English champions, are through with 14 points. Olympique Lyonnais of France is second with 11 points. TSG Hoffenheim of Germany, they are going to the Europa League. Shakhtar Donetsk, horrible campaign for them, fourth with just 1 point. Group G, Real Madrid, the Champions League holders, are through with 14 points. Second place is Roma, who of course last season's semi-finalists. CSK Moscow of Russia go to the Europa League. Victoria Pleasant of the Czech Republic are bottom with just 1 point. What a difference compared to real life. And Group H, Juventus top with 15 points. Valencia are second with 13 points there. 4 wins, 1 draw, 1 defeat. 11 goals scored, 6 conceded. Manchester United back into the Europa League. Can they win it like they did in 2016-17? The Swiss champions, BSC Young Boys, out of European competition altogether. Let's take a look at the Europa League. Why not? So let's look at Group A, Feyenoord of the Netherlands, I think, top the group, with Germany's Bayer Leverkusen in second. Group B, the Red Bull clubs of RB Leipzig of Germany and RB Salzburg of Austria go through to the round 32 stage. Rosenborg BK of Norway and Scottish champions Celtic, they're horrible for them, last with 5 points, or 4 points. Group C, Bordeaux of France go through with 16 points. FC Copenhagen of Denmark, I think, second there. Slava Bahara go out. Group D, Southampton go through with 12 points, well done to them. Fenerbahce of Turkey go through in second. Dynamo Zagreb in third, but out. Group E, Arsenal go through with 13 points, level on 13 points actually, with Sporting Lisbon of Portugal, so a really interesting group there. Group F, AC Milan go through to the knockout stages, along with Spanish side Real Betis. Olympiacos third, but also out as well. Group G, Rangers top for Group. Wow, we had a brilliant campaign compared to Celtic. 11 points. Villarreal, our nearest rivals, are second with 9 points. Spartak Moscow of Russia go out with 6 points. Group H, Olympique de Marseille of France and Italy's Lazio go through in first and second. Frankfurt of Germany go out, so do Scottish side, weirdly, Dundee, but at least they got a win in the Europa League. Group I, Besiktas of Turkey and Malmo, I think, of Sweden go through. Group J, Sevilla, the three-time Europa League winners, are through with 10 points. Standard Liège of Belgium, I think, are second with 9 points. And then, I think, Group K, we've got ADO Den Haag of, I think it's Netherlands, they are first. Dynamo Kiev of Ukraine are second. And Group L, Chelsea, they made hard work of an easy group. They just go through with 10 points. PAOK, I think of Greece or wherever, they are second with also 10 points. So let's take a look at the knockout stages. A round of 16, and wow, look at some brilliant ties there. Olympique Lyonnais of France host the German champions Bayern Munich. This is the most important one. Valencia hosts Liverpool. Last season's runners-up will be travelling to the Mestalla in the first leg. Wow, what a fixture that is. Benfica of Portugal face German side Schalke, an interesting one there. But Tottenham Hotspur have a rematch with Real Madrid. Tottenham beat Real Madrid last season in the group stage, 3-1 at Wembley and drew 1-1 at the Bernabeu. Can they knock the reigning European champions out of the Champions League? Let's look at the other round of 16 draws. And we have, what a tie, wow, Atletico Madrid will play Juventus. That is one hell of a tie. The Russian champions Lokomotiv Moscow host the English champions of Manchester City. Napoli of Italy will play French side AS Monaco, so that's an interesting one. And look at that at the bottom, Roma will play Barcelona. And we all remember what happened last season when those two clubs met in the Champions League quarter-final. Let's also take a look at the round 32 stage of the Europa League. Real Betis host the French champions Paris Saint-Germain. Bayer Leverkusen host Manchester United. FC Porto host AC Milan. And Ajax will host Arsenal. So pretty big fixtures there, particularly for Arsenal and AC Milan. Pretty big fixtures there. Let's look at the other one. We got FC Copenhagen will host ADO Den Haag, wherever they are. Sporting Lisbon will host Feyenoord. Malmo of Sweden host Germany's Hoffenheim. Dynamo Kiev of Ukraine have a daunting task when they face Borussia Dortmund. Let's take a look at the other fixtures. CSK Moscow of Russia host France's Bordeaux. Villarreal will face Southampton. Good luck to them. PAOK will face Scottish side Rangers. Red Bull Salzburg will face Turkish side Besiktas. And on to the last fixtures of the round of 32 stage. Fenerbahce host the three-time winners of Sevilla. Lazio will face Red Bull Leipzig. This is the biggest match probably, in my opinion. Inter Milan host Olympique de Marseille. Olympique de Marseille, of course, last season's runners-up in real life. And Standard Liège of Belgium hosts one of the favourites for sure, Chelsea. So let's take a look at the preview for episode 10 of the Valencia career mode. And we begin it with La Liga Santander action, where we'll be at home against struggling Malaga the Mestalla. First, top versus bottom, if you like to call it. Then the second game of the episode will take place after the little Christmas break they have in Spain. And we'll begin the 2019 in-game with a trip away to Deportivo Alaves, who are doing pretty well in 10th place. And then to conclude the episode, we will be going away to second division side Sporting Gijón in the first round of the round of 16 of the Copa de España. And also we have transfers, so maybe some players will be going, maybe some players will be coming in, who knows. So yeah, I just want to say thank you very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying the series. I am indeed making the series, and I look forward to making more videos of this series. So yeah, I just want to say thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Take care.